For the time being, let's quickly shift the focus to the commodity markets. We have Manisha joining in with the latest. Manisha, what's the headline?
The crude oil prices and the kind of run-up that they have seen absolutely is a headline. The Brent price has gained up by 4.5%. It was almost 5% of gains coming in for the US crude prices also. So while you have the Brent prices trading at a 2-month highs, the US crude oil prices are trading at a 10-week highs on the international markets right now. Well, if you look at the Brent prices range, it has been quite a big one. We started this year with almost at around $75 a barrel, a high at around 82. We've also seen a low of $60 a barrel in this year itself, and then currently trading at around $70. So we're trading somewhere in the middle of the range, as it were, for the crude prices. Various supporting factors then, and four major. One is the rising tensions between US and Iran, especially with the kind of statement that Iran has been putting out, saying that it will strike the US air bases within Middle East if the nuclear deal does not go through. And we have seen US react to it as well by partially evacuating their personnel within the Middle East there. So this doesn't seem to be going away in a jiffy, and that's adding premium to prices there. The second important thing clearly has been about the US-China trade agreement conversations. There is an expectation that we could see the final paper very soon, and that has been supporting prices. The US Federal Reserve could also be cutting interest rates in the next meeting. What is the idea that the markets are taking out with the kind of inflation data that we have seen come in from US yesterday, slightly softer than what the street was anticipating, and is the reason you saw the US dollar index as well decline. The dollar index, by the way, is down by 2.5% in this year itself, in turn supporting many of those prices. And the final point is about the US crude stocks, which also have continued to decline. Markets were anticipating a 2 million barrels of a decline, and we've seen 3.6 million barrel actually come in, and that in turn also led to some gains into the prices. I also want to show you on what we've done in sense of prices in the last couple of months. Then April wasn't such a great month. We saw 15% of a cut coming in for the crude prices, but last month was 11% of a jump, and this month already 8% of gains is what the crude prices have given you. Also, when you look at the last couple of years, it hasn't been so great. We've seen 10% of a decline in 23. 2024 was 3% down, and this year, while we of course have led to some gains into the markets, at one point in time we were down by nearly 15% in case of crude prices, but just about 5% down for this current year now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you very much for that. So oil suddenly is taken the top slot as far as mind space goes, and as the top story as well.